Hello everyone, welcome back to PopCon Slimes. My name is Michelle, and today I will be reviewing Slimey Pallets. I have reviewed this shop before. I was able to snag some Halloween slimes. You can see that video here. Also, I was able to get my hands on some of these Black Friday deals where all of the slimes were $5. I had to stay up pretty late and set an alarm, and it was really stressful because things were getting snatched out of my cart, but I ended up getting my hands on some really good ones, so I'm excited to show you. Let's get into it. My package took about 10 days to arrive, which is way faster than I was expecting because I expected a lot of delays due to the Black Friday sales. However, it still came in 10 days, which is really reasonable. Everything came beautifully wrapped, nothing broke, it was amazing. I also got some extras in terms of candy and borax. The first slime I tried was called Piggies in Snow. I thought this was a really creative slime. I have not really seen a lot of animal-themed holiday slimes, so I wanted to try this one because it looked adorable. Immediately, I was stunned with the clarity. I mean, look at that. Even with the small glitter inside, this was such a super clear slime. This slime was a clear base with some pig phemos, some added in pearls, and additionally a semi-foam with some little foam beads and some big ones as well. I thought it was so fun to mix in these really cute piggy phemos with this clear slime, some of the pearls, and these foam beads. It really just reminded me of a snow globe, and I thought it was perfect. The slime was a tad bit sticky when it arrived, but that's okay. Sometimes clear slimes tend to be a little bit on the stickier side. However, nothing fell out, so that stickiness was good for some of these bigger add-ins. As for the smell, I cannot put my finger on what this smell is. To me, it smells like a kid's lip gloss. I don't know if you guys have ever had those, like the little palettes that are like not even real makeup, but they're honestly just like wax with a little bit of coloring. That's what this smells like to me, just like little kids' makeup. And I don't know why, but that's the smell I'm getting. And it's very, very faint, so it's not bad. Most of all, I don't really smell it unless I put my nose right to it, so it's not that big of a deal. Once you got all of it mixed in, it really did look like Piggies in Snow. It looked like they were having a little snowball fight with all these different sized beads in there, and I was in love. I thought this was just so cute and so unique. I don't think this slime was coated. I'd like to see that more now with clear slimes just because it is possible and it makes them easier to play with. So I'm going to take off a few points for that, but otherwise I really enjoyed this slime. It was so adorable. I think it looks so cute, and for all of those reasons, I'm giving this slime 4 out of 5 popcorns. The next slime I tried was called Santa's S'mores. The base of this slime was labeled a fluffy slime, and there were some of these block beads added in for texture. Immediately upon poking this slime, I was amazed. I still can't figure out exactly what is making this base, but it's definitely got some clay in it. It's super soft. It's almost like a sleigh, but a little thicker, maybe towards a butter, but it also inflates and deflates like a charm. Not a lot of clay slimes deflate super easily, so I was just so confused. Honestly, this one felt like if you opened a jar of marshmallow puff and it wasn't sticky and you could just like play with it, that's what this felt like, and it was so amazing. definitely had marshmallow vibes and totally brought the whole s'mores thing together. This slime, as you can see, has block beads inside, which really help give it some amazing sounds. I did have to be a little bit more careful when playing with this slime because obviously there's block beads inside, so you want to be careful as they can poke you. However, because of the base of this slime, a lot of the sharpness from the block beads got absorbed. It made it one of the more playable block beads I've ever had. Like, I could play with this for a pretty long time and not have sore or hurting hands. Additionally, there were some candy cane Fimos inside to add in on the Christmas spirit. This slime smelled so good. It smelled just like marshmallow puff, and I think that was perfectly scented. I also picked up a little bit of like a chocolate scent in there. Either way, it smelled like s'mores. It was delicious. I am just obsessed with this base. Like, I could feel it getting so puffy and chubby and inflated in my hands, but it fit back into the jar perfectly. Like, I was so confused. Overall, this is one of my favorite slimes that I got from this package. It is so great, it smells amazing, and it's really holdable, so it's been one that I've just had next to my bed or on my coffee table that I pick up and play with when I'm watching TV or having downtime. I think you guys all know what's coming. This slime is getting 5 out of 5 popcorns. The next slime we have is called Pink Christmas. This is a thick and glossy semi-foam slime that is this beautiful baby pink. I was really impressed with how glossy and thick this base was. I was able to get a lot of stretches out of it, even though it was thick. I didn't really get much tearing, and I was able to pull it pretty fast. I also got some of the best bubble pops out of this package from this slime because the foam beads do create some air pockets. It just sounded amazing. As for the scent of this slime, I am again not sure. To me, this is going to sound weird and really specific, but this smells like the perfume one of my aunts wears. And it's very nice. Like, it's not too overpowering. It's definitely perfumey and flowery. It kind of just smells like a fancy businesswoman going about her day. And honestly, yeah, it just smells like my aunt. Overall, I have no complaints about this slime. It was really nice, a really good, thick and glossy, no issues. The foam added some nice texture, and I thought it was fun. For all of those reasons, I'm giving this slime 5 out of 5 popcorns. Next up is crushed pine. This is a binsu bead crunchy slime that I was very excited to try. Immediately, I knew this was going to be a great slime. The sounds I was able to get out of this one are so dang satisfying. I thought the color was spot on, the texture reminded me just of a pine tree, and this was scented to me like a pine sol, which smelled so good. It was clean and fresh and still kind of had that pine scent to it, and I was in love with this one. To me, this slime screamed Christmas. It felt like Christmas, and I was just in love with the texture, the sounds, the smells. It was just great. Additionally, I wanted to say that this slime inflated and deflated like a charm. Okay, I bet you guys have already guessed it, but this slime is gonna get 5 out of 5 popcorns. The last slime I ordered was called Oh Christmas Tree. It is one of Slimey Pallets' signature slimes that come in this really cute square box so that you can make it almost like a snow globe. So I am going to speed up through this process a little bit so you guys don't get bored. However, I had so much fun doing this, it almost felt like I was building a Lego set. It was so cool. So obviously this slime came with this beautiful clear slime that had just the tiniest little glitters inside that made a beautiful pigment. So on her website, a lot of times these are like put in with props and then the slime's poured on top to give it this kind of snow globe awesome effect. I put a little slime in the bottom of mine to help stick the tree and the accessories that came with. Later on I realized that this was kind of a mistake because it looks like they're floating off the ground, but bear with me, I did what I did. I also wanted to say it was really hard for me not to just play with the base on its own and to wait for it to like spread out, because I wanted to just like poke it and get it spread out in the way it should be, but I didn't want to get fingerprints on it. So this slime definitely tested my patience. So I wasn't super patient, as you can see, there's still bubbles inside here, but I was able to get my whole little thing set up. It is so cute. It looks like a snow globe, and honestly, the bubbles kind of remind me of falling snow. I love this. So fun to put together and so beautiful at the end. I did play with it and ruin it. As you can see, it's still so clear. I stuck my finger in there and I started to play with the slime. I will note now that this slime is so clear and therefore it is not scented, because scents tend to muddy up some slimes, so I am totally okay with that. This mixing process was so unique because it looked like I was like poking into a fishbowl and kind of like ruining a small world. I don't know, it was really fun. And then when you looked at it from the top, it looked like you were looking in a reflection pool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so fun and creative to put together, and I understand why people like these ones so much. I did find it a little bit hard to play with inside of the square container, so I took the slime out and then began to play with it like my normal slime. The base of this slime was a tiny bit tacky, just like the other clear that I had. I was able to activate it just a little bit to get it more playable. However, it was so clear and beautiful. These stretches I did, it looked like everything was just encapsulated in ice, and I thought it was so on point for the holiday season. Additionally, because this slime was a little bit tackier, my tree stayed in. Like it took a lot to get that tree out, and all of the add-ins stayed in perfectly. Overall, this was a really aesthetically pleasing slime. I thought the base was also really nice to play with. However, it was kind of just more of a plain clear. So the fun part of this slime is really the DIY aspect and it all coming together and then kind of getting to scramble it up. I also wanted to say that I did time how long it took for the clear slime to clear up, and it took about 5 days for the slime to become crystal clear again. So you can do this over and over again. If you took the clear slime out and put it in its original container and then poured it into this little square box, you could make this effect over and over again. This slime is truly festive and one of the most creative and inspired slimes I've tried. So for all of those reasons, this one is getting 5 out of 5 popcorns. This is the second time I've ordered from Slimey Pallets, and I've done 2 seasonal slimes, and I really enjoy everything that I've gotten so far. I think you should definitely check out this shop. She is kind of famous, kind of underrated. I'm not really sure where to put her. In my opinion, this shop is underrated. More people need to be reviewing this slime and talking about it because it's very well done. Alright, Kernels, that's all I have for you today. As always, please remember to like and subscribe. Once we get to 500 followers, we will be having a special giveaway, so be sure to push that sub button. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and I will see you in the next one.